everybody. Welcome to The New Normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Litecoin Lisa, and today is a Mighty Siren Monday. So we're kicking off the new year with a new you. We're going to get healthy together. We're going to do a raw food reboot with the one and only Amy C. Weir. We've got Carly, my beautiful daughter, joining us, and we'll have Paige join us on the next few weeks. She's out this week, but we'll be right back right after this. So be sure to give us a like and share the video. We'll be right back with the lovely sirens right after this. Welcome back, Mighty Sirens. Good to see you, Amy.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, good to see you, Carly. I know we kind of took a little break there, but it was good to take a break over the holidays and make sure we were focusing on family and spending time resting, I guess.
Yes, recouping.
And recouping, yeah. Did you guys do anything fun over the holidays? Anything exciting?
I hosted at my house. Yeah, so I had everybody coming over. It was we did Thanksgiving and then we did Christmas at the house. So
Oh, that's right. It snowed in California.
Well, it did, but not where we're from.
Not where you are.
Yeah,
you guys are having crazy weather in California.
The
Carly,
storms are pretty crazy. Yeah, we've had some evacuations up in the air.
Rain.
Our house is fine. Yeah, we're
that's good. You guys are safe where you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Lots of rain, lots of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Carly, what about you? Did you do anything exciting over
Christmas
the holidays?
was, the huge. Got to spend Christmas Eve with you, and that was really fun. And I messed up the Dirty Santa game, and I feel so bad.
You didn't mess it up. You brought extra gifts, and it worked it out. And congratulations on your blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. I didn't think I would actually win, and then I didn't think I would actually get my blue belt, so that was all very surprising. I cried because
I don't know if I can go to another tournament. My heart beats out of my chest the whole time. She's like,
okay,
she's sitting over there.
Story is when you're like, so I'm staging, so I'm not staging, but I'm right behind the mat. I'm about to go on to compete, and my mom's sitting behind the railing about like watching me, and her and I make eye contact, and I was kind of just like, hi, and she goes like telling me to take a breath, and I was like, I'm good, and she goes, no, me, I was telling me. I was like, oh. Okay.
Because while she's out there, like, I'm filming her and my body is going like this because I'm like getting into the moves that she's doing on the floor, and I'm completely silent because I want her to be able to hear her coach. But then there's a part where he can't get out of his chair or something, and she can't hear him, and I'm standing in between, and I'm like, sit down, Carly, and I like just Satan comes out of my mouth.
I love it. It hypes me up.
Charlie, my husband, looked at me and he's like, oh my God.
It was so
like that mom bear instinct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's not good for my heart. I don't know. I don't know if I can go to another one.
You got to take a little something before you go.
Yeah, it's very intense. Like watching.
It's about to get worse too, so don't come to the blue belt matches.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
And the parents, you should hear. I mean, they're adults,
No, but they're like, rip her face off.
Yes, like, but the people watching, the families, and they don't take it very well when the other side loses. Like, they're like, well, this is this. I was like,
and I won all my matches, so she got to hear all of the shit talk.
Yes.
For you. It's tough. It's just words.
It is. It's just words. I guess it's part of it. It is a very intense environment. I was like, ugh. I'm one of those, like, I don't like a roller coaster. I don't like a scary movie. I'm very chill. I don't like much excitement. And that's a lot of excitement for me. So, but I was very proud of you.
Thank you.
doing good things to keep us healthy and safe. And that's
Yeah.
all part of that mighty siren life that we're trying to have. So, Amy, Bix has been biting at the bit, I guess, to get started. We were talking about waiting till the spring, but you feel like we'll have access to, we'll start having some winter vegetables, I guess, and access to good options to go ahead and start the raw food reboot here. What's the plan?
What's the plan? Well, we're starting on midnight on Sunday. I think it's the 22nd.
Okay.
Sunday. I have a calendar right. This month.
This,
So it's this Sunday.
This coming.
It works out really well because we end on I think it's the February 11th, and it's just before Valentine's Day. So
perfect.
There's no real big holidays in between now and at the end of the reboot. So
okay.
Yeah, but he's just he says he's maxed out. So he wants to start. So I was like, well, I was looking at the calendar and thinking, yeah, it's kind of a good time.
It's a good time.
That's
okay.
Awesome. I'm excited.
The 22nd. So the midnight.
Yeah.
Morning midnight of the 22nd.
The 22nd. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you wake up that morning and that's when you'll have your first, like real raw breakfast. So
does it matter how much you eat? Is there fasting involved? Is it about a quantity of raw food that you're intaking?
No, it's just tuning into your body. That's really what it's all about. It's you can eat unlimited amounts. There's no set amount of food or calories because it's all nutritionally dense food. With it being raw, your body will let you know when it's full and when it's not. So, and then when you get hunger pains, you start eating your raw food. It doesn't matter really what time of day it is. So,
and does it matter like fruit and vegetables or is anything go?
Anything raw. Anything raw. During the first week, Bix definitely likes taking advantage of sushi just for the first week. Because it's raw protein. So animal protein. There is protein in fruits and vegetables and stuff, but it's just not as a massive amount of quantity as there are in animal proteins.
Okay. And I know you have a private Telegram group. I put in the description, I put the link to your website that's public that everybody can go check out. And there's some information on there. You can kind of walk us through that. But then they can also message you at the Amy C. Weir on Telegram.
Yep.
And if they send you a message, then you can give them an invite to the private Telegram chat where people can get more support in the communities there.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I'll just add you to the group just as long as your settings. I know sometimes people on Telegram, they have their settings set pretty tight. And so when you send me the link, just kind of open up your settings to let me add you to the group. And then once you're in, you can redo your settings so that people can't just randomly add you to groups. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Good to know. Yeah. Sometimes they, change those things on you without your knowledge. Yeah. So that's, if you guys are having trouble connecting, make sure to check your settings.
I'll let you guys know. I know right away. If I can't add you to the group, I'll just reach back out. But
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So on your website, where is the best place to go as far as, is there a plan for the 21 days? Does do the meals change?
Yeah.
I kind of remember it there being a progression.
Yeah, there is. There's definitely a progression. So all the way to, I don't know, left or right. It says the reboot and it's circled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So that page is going to show you what it's all about. And it's the entire outline of what you can eat and the progression of the reboot. So the first week is, you can see there, it's just all organic fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. Just make sure when you are getting into the nuts and seeds of it that you, I always recommend pre-soaking and then dehydrating them. after you've soaked them. It removes the enzyme that keeps them from sprouting. And that enzyme, when people ingest it, it's not really that great for your body. So I think they're kind of like lectins. I'm sure everybody's heard.
Are you talking about when you're eating nuts?
Nuts and seeds, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea.
I did not know that either. So soak them and then let them dry out.
Yeah, and then some on the website, there's a bunch of other information as far as like how you can do that and stuff. So, but getting into right there, that's the protocol. So
okay, I see.
In week one, you get to eat whole raw foods. So big salads, anything that just wraps, as long as the wrap isn't like a flour tortilla. You can do like lettuce wraps. You can use what is that? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out on the name of the greens. Anyways, there's other greens that you can use to make wraps and things like that. But mostly there's big salads that you can enjoy. Everything in its raw, like whole state. And then week 2, you take all those foods and you just stick everything in a blender, and it becomes a smoothie. The entire week is a smoothie week. And on the website, there's recipes and links to not just fruit smoothies. There's my favorite one is the gazpacho, because I'm more of a veggie person. I like veggies. Yeah, I don't really enjoy the fruit smoothies. And so there's gazpachos, and then there's things called cold soups. There's a mushroom one that's really good. There's a broccoli one that I really enjoy as well. So, and then week 3 is just nothing but juices. So you'll take all the vegetables and you run them through a juicer to remove all the pulp and everything like that. And I know sometimes it's really hard for me to toss the pulps. And so I think somewhere on the website, you'll find a recipe for pulp crackers. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, how it actually benefits your body. There's the science of the reboot if you want to go onto that page. But this kind of gives you the reasons as to why we're doing raw food and the different levels of it. It's just basically like the bigger, chunkier whole raw foods. It starts kind of getting into your little intestines, and the intestines have like little pockets and stuff, and so it's going through the pockets and it's kind of getting that first layer off because it's wider set. And then when you move to smoothies, they're more, it's easier to get further down into the little pockets and start cleaning all that junk out and stuff like that. And then it also kind of gives your body a break. You don't have to use so many systems to break down smoothies because they're already broken down for you. That first part of the breaking down of the food is done for you. And then with juices, it's even more mild. And so your system just kind of starts to get a little bit more of a break, and everything starts getting cleaned out more and more with the juice getting further down inside of all the little crevices.
Interesting. Dr. McDaniel that created New Eden, he's on with me on Wednesdays or sometimes every other Wednesday. But he introduced us to a study from a guy named, I think it was Dr. Potts, or it was Potter's Cats or something like that. And it was where they had 2 study groups of cats, and they fed one of them raw food only and one of them a regular diet. And even the ground where the cats were kept was more healthy and had like better microbiome kind of activity. And the cats lived longer. The other cats like developed cancers and things like that. The cats with the raw food, I can't remember all this stuff, but it was like something about, and it was all about like the enzymes and how I was so surprised at how it even affected like the ground that they walked on. And, like, I guess we're constantly shedding our DNA. So we're always affecting our environment,
Yep.
It's just really interesting.
Yeah.
So Interesting
So
stuff.
yeah, so this page that you're looking at right now, have you got any new recipes? Oh no, actually, Chris, I think I might have added the raw lasagna recipe might be on there. I think that's the newest one I put on there. But the page that we're looking at right now just kind of explains the different levels of food that people typically eat. And then a little bit more. Oh, right there, just when you keep scrolling up, right there. See, this is the first week, kind of Brillo pad. The second week we're with the smoothies. It penetrates even further down. Microvilla. That's what the word I was looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting and surprising effect that this reboot has on your body.
Awesome.
Okay, and here is probably a really important part. It says, I cannot stress enough the importance of drinking half your body weight in ounces of purified filtered water a day while on the reboot. So that's a big thing to keep track of. Make sure you're figuring that out and holding yourself accountable for that, whether you have to do it in a chart or whatever.
Yeah. I actually like putting notifications on my phone every hour, and it might be overkill, but just drink at least 8 ounces of water when my alarm goes off. It just says drink 8 ounces. And I mean, 8 ounces is pretty simple. It's almost like, a couple chugs and you're done.
Yeah, you could sit there and do that. Carly, what do you do to drink water? Because I know you're really good about that with your training and stuff.
I have my emotional support water bottle, and it's literally like this. It's bigger. It's like as big as my head. It's bigger than my head. And I just try to fill it up. I try to drink it like at least 3 times a day. If not, if I only get 2, then I'll come home and I'll make sure I drink a bunch of bottled water. But yeah, I sweat a lot, so I gotta replenish it.
Make sure you get that in. That's good.
To Himalayan salt. Just putting a pinch of it in your water is going to really help.
That's nice. If you do, those waters that say that they're like electrolyte and stuff like that, are those better to drink than filtered water?
No, filtered water, you can't compare the two. Filtered water is better to drink than anything else.
Okay.
Adding electrolytes to it will definitely give you some benefits. But again, you'll have to just kind of listen to your body. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. So I know I was using Element electrolyte, adding that, but it's salts is basically what it is. But you have to kind of get used to drinking it. But yeah, I've heard that actually that website there, the Elements, LMNT. They have a really great study as to why adding electrolytes to, or salt basically, to your water really actually helps with a lot of muscle cramping. And then also, I think it might even talk about building muscle.
Nice.
Helps build muscle too.
That's awesome.
Those are always good things.
Yes.
So we started talking about recipes a little bit. I wanted to use this week to kind of help people because we want to start with the fam on midnight 01 of the 22nd. So what are some things that people should start with? Should they go through these recipes and kind of make a menu or a plan for the week to get started? Like, what are the best ways to be successful with this?
Definitely peruse the recipe page. It's got links to a lot of raw food recipes like you're seeing right there. And then on week 1, it'll kind of give you an idea of some of the foods that you can be eating during the week. Yep, right there. And
okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a whole, you could just go through this week 1 and
you can drink. You can still enjoy smoothies for breakfast on week 1. I know a lot of people do that on the Telegram group, but it's just kind of like those who want to take advantage of really crunching down on raw stuff during the first week, they'll totally avoid doing smoothies. Because they're like, in 7 days, I'm not going to be able to chew on anything.
Yeah.
And it is after the first 2 days. I always say if you get past the third day, you're going to be able to get past the entire week.
Nice.
The first couple of days when you're transitioning from being whole foods to smoothies, it's a little challenging. So
zucchini ribbons looks really good. Oh, and quinoa. Okay, so quinoa would work.
Yeah, but it's mostly just because you're soaking it. You're not boiling it. And so sometimes some of the recipes do require preparation. I don't know what you're looking at right now, but we're just looking at the first recipe page. Did you click on
Oh, sorry.
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm over here enjoying this week 1. I'm looking through the recipe gallery.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
There, I try to do some prepping so that and some of the recipes are pretty big, so you can actually enjoy them for a couple of days. Like the chia pudding for breakfast, that's really, really good. I really like having that added to like fruit salads and stuff. I always try to add kale to fruit salads as well, just to pump up that part of it. And then
the nutrition.
Yeah, the landlocked ceviche is a real popular recipe for the first week. Yeah, if you want to click on that, it'll kind of show you it'll just take you to a different page. It'll show you the entire recipe, and then unfortunately, I don't have on the website. This is one of the things I think I overlooked or I messed up on, but I don't have like a print recipe page. That's where I'm sure you've seen it on like other websites where it just says print recipe and you can just
where they can print it out.
But I didn't have that available.
I think
there's so many other ways to do it. You can take screenshots. And...
Yeah. So yeah, this is a really popular one. It's almost like a ceviche. You honestly don't even know that you're not eating fish because of the way that the lime starts breaking down the cauliflower. It's very similar with fish, the way it does that.
This is something I could do. Like these are really creative.
This one can last for a couple of days if you make a big batch. And I like eating it as a wrap as well, and wrapping it up in a flour in a lettuce leaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just use regular lettuce.
Yeah. And then even off of the Reboot, when after we get off the Reboot, I usually make this as a dip and serve it with tortilla chips. It's really good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So if you want to head back, I think you have to.
Let's see.
I think all the rest open up in their own window. Yep.
Okay.
And then week 2, it'll show you a ton of smoothies that you can choose from. It has the gazpacho recipe on it. Oh, it's still there. We go. I always love throwing ginger in with any fruit smoothie. It's just my preference. I love that flavor.
I love ginger.
So you'll find a lot of them do have like a ginger in them.
Ooh, pineapple, orange, beet.
Yeah.
Ginger. That sounds good.
And also too, it's things like guacamole. Guacamole is a smoothie as long as you don't have any of the bigger chunks of tomatoes. And cilantro, I'm like, whatever, and leave it whole. Leave it whole. So yeah, and then there's like the make ahead smoothie packs. People love doing those. You can just do them in little Ziploc bags and throw them in the freezer, and then in the morning you just grab them and toss them in your blender and you're good to go.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that helps you be successful, as if you'll prep some of this stuff and make a plan for your meals, or have some of those things ready. So when you are hungry, you've got some solutions so you don't go to the snacky things.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. The raw chocolate avocado pudding is another real popular favorite.
How is that possible?
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it is so good.
I'm so curious.
Super creamy. Yeah. Yeah.
Dates,
Mm-hmm.
avocado, cocoa powder, raw cocoa powder,
Mm-hmm.
honey,
And
sea salt. That I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just super easy. The only thing you have to do is soak. You have to do some soaking. So, but that's it. Because you want the dates to soften up. And you might have like little flecks of date skin in the pudding, but they're so small you won't. It's okay.
Yeah. Just blend away.
Yeah.
So the blender is your best friend in this thing.
Yes. Yeah.
If you don't have a juicer,
Mm-hmm.
what are there ways, tricks to be able to participate in this on week 3?
Yeah.
Without a juicer?
Yep. I'm sure some of us know who Polly P is.
Yes.
Yeah, he did the raw food reboot in his truck, and he didn't have a blender, and so a juicer. So what he used is a blender.
Okay.
You just kind of you push it through a sieve.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let it kind of just fall on its own, but you can also kind of push it through the sieve, and then you're just filtering out the pulp. That's all you're doing. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tips from Polly P.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then the juice, celery juice. I know a lot of people from prior reboots, they've actually continued to do celery juice in the morning. I think if you click on that link, it'll show you, because it's the medical medium who got people started on juice, or on celery juice.
What are the benefits of it specifically?
Oh, it's endless, honestly.
Really?
He wrote an entire book dedicated just to celery juicing. Yeah, and I think down below there might be some links to one
of the most powerful juices. Oh, here's his medicalmedium.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's once you get used to getting down 16 ounces, it's almost like your body starts to crave it. And to me, it almost turns into what tastes like a chocolate milkshake. I don't know why. Yeah, I know. It's bizarre. But it clears your skin up. It flushes a lot of systems in your body. Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So cool.
This says if you find the taste of straight celery juice too strong, you can juice 1 cucumber or 1 apple with the celery. It's a great option as you get adjusted to the flavor. As you get used to it, keep increasing the ratio of celery. The greatest benefits come when the celery juice is consumed on its own. That's good to know. Yeah.
And even in the book, he talks about how even before you swallow it, he talks about everything that it does inside your mouth. If you kind of swish around and gargle with it, you're getting it like in your gums, and it's helping with like all the little crap that's in your gums to like.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a good book. I recommend, honestly, all of his books are really great. Pretty insane what he can do. Good
to know.
Yeah.
So what got you on this journey of looking into raw food?
Bix and I, it's actually on the website. There's a little bit of a story of there. We were taking a class from Christoph Melchizedek, who we met through Will Layer from Perpetual Assets, and also kind of hung out with him in Anarchapulco. I think it was in 2017. And so we signed up to take his Divine Keys class. It was an online class to raise your vibration and to tap into more spiritualities. And one of the very, very first thing that we had to do in the class is to cleanse our bodies. Because if your body's gunked up with everything from, crappy eating from the earth, it's not going to connect readily with the spiritual realm. So, and Yeah, it was very transformative. Honestly, the very first time we went through it, it was pretty amazing. So
That's really
looking forward
cool.
to having those effects again, because it's been a while since we've done one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Bix did, well, it's been a while, because I don't think you guys did one last year, did you? It was been 2
No.
years ago, wasn't it? Or
It's
3?
Yeah, it's been a couple years, I think, since I've actually hosted a
Okay.
reboot. And I mean, I was the first couple of times I went full out, and I was doing newsletters every other day or every 3 days or something with tips and stuff, which are all available on the website. You can see all the newsletters that I've ever sent out. And then it started kind of like, I started panning out, and then it was just the Telegram group has always been available. If anybody ever wanted to do it, they could reach out to the group and ask if anybody wants to, start a reboot. And then I was like, well, I'll just start, the beginning of every month, I'll just reach out and just see if anybody wants to start a reboot again. But it's just such it's awesome to have people who are going through it at the same time. There's no doubt about that.
Sure.
But
that's the only thing making me commit to this is you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
Me too. Yeah.
But it's self-directed. It's, anybody can start it at any time. All the information's there. I'm always available on Telegram for questions and answers and things. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting. There's so much information on it, different health benefits. Just thinking of that one drink, just all the health benefits of just celery juice that you can learn about. If you look into, what your different health challenges might be, and then what different, another thing Dr. McDaniel says all the time is from one of the, I don't know if it was from Hippocrates or from Paracelsus, that let your food be your medicine. Yeah. And your medicine be your food. And, that's really what we were supposed to be doing, not popping these pills and having side effects with things,
Exactly.
We should be thinking about our body and then adjusting what we eat and listening to our body. That's the other thing on that. Where's my book that I was reading? I think I put it up on the shelf already, but the Supernatural book.
Dr. Dispenza.
Yes, Joe Dispenza. He starts talking about how, like, for years he just ate because it was lunchtime or it was dinner time, and he didn't think about, wow, I stuck that in my mouth and now I feel like crap,
Yeah.
And really thinking about like what, and over the holidays, we always make these little Christmas cookies. It's a family tradition.
Yeah.
Well, they're little butter cookies that are white flour, butter, and sugar.
White sugar.
With frosting on them. With more sugar.
More butter.
And then we put candy on them, and I love them. And then I eat them and I feel like crap.
Yeah.
And so we made them, and then, I had I'd have, 2-3 cookies, and then I'd be like, I feel terrible. Why do I feel so terrible? And I'm thinking like, well, we don't usually eat sugar. Like, we just don't keep it at the house. We don't buy it. We don't eat sugar. That's just not. And then you get in, because it's the holiday, I'm rewarding myself.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because it's tradition too.
Yeah.
Times I've rewarded myself with some. Okay. Last night, me and Matt did so good. We went to the gym. We ate vegetables and stuff and all this good. Like, we did so good. So we were like, okay, let's go treat ourselves. So we went to Krispy Kreme, and we were going to get one donut. I had 4 donuts in one day.
But then how did you feel?
Awful.
Yeah.
I had to take a laxative the next day. TMI. Sorry.
Yeah. But then it's like, if we can start putting that together in our mind, like, you did all this wonderful work to make yourself feel better and whatever. And then you went and you actually punished yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if we can really start thinking about it that way, we would be so much healthier.
Yeah. Food should never be thought of as a reward.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, it really shouldn't be.
Your body.
Yeah. It really shouldn't be.
I mean, we can justify it all we want, but
yeah,
2 miles, I deserve this Big Mac. That's not even true.
Yeah. Well, and that documentary that I sent you guys last night that I was watching, Stutz on Netflix, he's talking about emotional health and all this, but he also talks about, and it's mostly about his therapist, but he does talk a little bit about his own struggle with his weight and his self-image and stuff. And he said, I wish that people that I had known. So he pushed back with his mom, and it wasn't about health. It was about how he looked, and that's why he fought her about his weight, because he thought it was just about her rejecting how he looked instead of it being a health issue. And I was like, oh man, we really do need to change society's view about even them embracing these obese women and saying like, oh, you're a strong woman. Yes, hear you roar. No, we should all be really concerned that you're going to have heart issues because you're obese. Yep. It's not that I'm saying you're not a wonderful, beautiful woman. Right. You're very beautiful, but you are going to have significant health issues. Yep. And because I care about you, I'm going to be honest with you about it, Exactly. So those are the kind of conversations I just wish that we'd have more of those kind of conversations with people.
Or that, that they would be open to having those conversations with
us.
Yeah. Oh, one of these days we'll figure out what science really is, I guess. Have a new kind of science. Well, so do you have a grocery list on your website, or just they should go pick which recipes that they like?
The recipes and print them off or whatever, screenshot them or whatever, and use that to create your grocery list.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would recommend, if anybody has been drinking soda water, or not soda water, but soda pops and coffee, to start weaning yourself off now.
I can't have coffee.
Cannot have caffeine.
Okay. This is going to be hard.
Yeah. It's, start, half a cup, try to do like a half calf, and then, and then start adding that Himalayan pink salt to your water, because the minerals in there will help offset any withdrawals symptoms that you will have.
Okay. Do you know, can I have like naturally occurring caffeine? Like, I don't know if that's technically natural, but like matcha and teas and stuff?
No, you want to really try to avoid
caffeine.
Any kind of caffeine. Like chocolate will have some naturally occurring caffeine, and obviously you don't really want to have that during, late afternoons or anything like that. So yeah, if you can try to avoid, I know, natural caffeines are out there. So try to avoid.
It'll help you sleep, I would think, too. Then in your body's healing and all that.
Like, you'll feel a little bit of a slump the first couple of days, but if you stick with it, I promise you're going to start feeling amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just remember when Bix did it, those couple years ago or whatever, and you could see dramatically, I don't know if it was the toxins leaving his body or what, but like a puffiness leaving his face.
Yeah.
His eyes opened up more.
I want to take a picture of boom, 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 like 3 pictures of my face so that I can have them to compare to at the end, because I have horrible acne and it's hormonal and it flares up when I eat things like 4 donuts. And I think it would be a huge change.
Yes.
Yeah. We should do we'll do like a screenshot capture of each week.
Yeah.
And see how we're doing.
I'm looking forward to some, a little more definition in the face.
There you go.
Yeah, you'll see my cheeks.
Yeah, all
Awesome.
the benefits.
Yeah.
All the benefits. Well, and then I want to get with Paige and plan our meetup sometime the end of February. I'm trying to talk Nana into joining us. It's her birthday, the end of February. She'll be 77.
Sweet.
That's
And
awesome.
I thought, well, maybe we can do a meetup and get Bix out there and get Nana out there. And it's my Charlie's birthday too. So we'll do some kind of big fam meetup.
That'd be fun. That would be really fun. Yeah. Give us some dates in advance and we'll see.
Yeah. Figure something out and we'll get everybody together and celebrate. Surely we'll have something to celebrate. I think cryptos are starting to go up. There's been a lot of good things happening in the world. Some hope out there. So lots of good news over the weekend. So you guys keep it up. Everybody make your list. Make sure to go in the description and grab Amy's Telegram handle so you can send her a DM to get the invite to the private Telegram group.
Yep.
Then also grab the website off of the description and check out all the recipes. Make your list. Make this the week that you prepare so that we can all start on the 22nd at 12:01.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep. Do some research on it. There's a lot of resources. I've got a frequently asked questions page as well. So if you do have some questions, they might be listed and it'll just kind of direct you to websites that answer the questions, give you some more information. So
great resource. Yeah, it was a great website. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you ladies
joining me early today.
Yeah. No, this is great.
Helpful.
Yeah, I liked it too. So
good.
Unless it threw you totally off, I'm cool with
it.
It's good for me. It's good for me. Always glad to see you. So, all right. Well, you guys have a great day. Thanks. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.